good looking stuff. Oh man. That like fall over? Maybe, I don't know. Looks like somebody got after it or tried to. Is it me or is the seed taking its sweet time? Whew. Morning everybody, Chad, Doss Farms. And no, you don't have to cover the seed right here. Like we didn't cover the entire hill. A lot of guys will actually germinate their seed when they really want it to grow in, I think, 5-gallon buckets. And then they let it dry and spread it like that. It's pretty crazy. So we don't have to cover it to get it to germinate and grow, but this seed is about 3 years old. Now I've got some fertilizer, but I was waiting until I knew it was going to rain before I spread the fertilizer. So we'll see. But this morning we got our work cut out for us. First, we need to move about 29 bags of mulch, either about 5 feet that way or 50 feet that way. I'm voting 5 feet that way because Case is going to come with me when we take Dizzy to the processor here in a few, and then he can help me unload those because he already passed his written exam for his driver's license. And this morning I got to take him for his vision test, which isn't really a test. It's just where they make you look through the little thing. And if you can't see, they're like, hey, you need glasses. And he's like, I know, I'm wearing them. Or I guess you don't wear them during the test, which then puts a little thing on your card that says you need them and then all that. But yeah, Case is officially a permitted driver. And since he's over 16, he didn't have to wait as long to get his driver's license, I think. We'll see how that goes. But either way, if it takes 6 months to get your license, I don't think that's a bad thing. He can probably stand to practice and drive a little bit more. What's funny is, as far as driving goes, he can drive Ray's truck to learn in. But did you know Ray learned how to drive in her dad's Super Duty? I don't know if it was 250 or 350. But yeah, Ray learned how to drive her dad's King Ranch dually back in the day. So better not hear Case say it's too big. Her dad's was just like this one, but with another set of wheels and tires. Wait, help me out. What tree makes those? Are there some on the ground? Yeah. What tree makes those? Because whichever tree it is coming down. I don't care if it's that one. I don't care if it's one of those. They're going bye-bye because they're clogging up my gutters. Now I've got leaf guard, but they're not just gonna fall off. I'm gonna have to get up there and blow them out with a leaf blower or something, but they're all over. We're gonna make them go away. I think they're even up the eave here on the gable end, or they were. Looks like they slid down. Yeah, I don't want that stuff in there. Don't this look nice, man? We put 3 loads of dirt in here last night. Actually, 2 big loads in here. And then I put about 2.5 large loads over here. So this is really gonna look nice, man. Some of you guys were worried about that tree. It's only supposed to get 7 feet tall. If it gets taller, we'll take it down. But see that horizontal support in the middle of the window, or I should just say the middle of the window. That's like 7 feet high, okay? Because we're 5 feet off the foundation here, and then an 18-inch footing. Then there's a cap block underneath that even. So it's a little bit higher than it looks in these windows. So anyway, it looks really good. The only thing I need to do is get an extension. I need to fill that hole too. We have some conduit for that. If that goes into the garage, or I'd be more concerned. I need to get an extension for that gutter so that we dump water right here instead of in the garden bed. A lot of you guys have asked about this. Just know that when you get the quartz involved, you have to stop talking about it on social media. Just so you know. And unfortunately, in the States, because I know some people have mentioned overseas what happens, but in the States, even if we win, even if we get a judgment, we may never see a dime because he has to pay it. So we'll see. It's you know, it's not really a live and learn. It's a big stink, man. Somebody may have just hosed us on a driveway, but it's all right. 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 As far as the soffit and fascia goes, I'm going to probably just hire this guy my dad hired, or I've also got my cousin's husband, Luke. He does a lot of, he's an HVAC guy by trade, I guess, but he's also, oh man, if you see this, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe he's a contractor, at least in Missouri. But out here, he can come out and work, and just pretty much anything you call him to do, he can do it. So we'll get it sorted either way. It's just if he has a ladder that'll go that tall, or if he's going to rent a man lift, we might as well rent a man lift and see if we can tag team some of these trees too and get them out of here. So anyway, that's what I know. I'm not prolonging the inevitable or a job I don't want to do. I'm actually ready for her to go, but I'm trying to time it right because you can't get there before 8, and we're like an hour and 30 minutes ahead of schedule right now. I guess if I'm prolonging anything, it's moving all that mulch. Woo! Pig. I think they know.
You better be careful. Izzy's a little faster than Dizzy is.
Come on. Woo! Custom fence. Yeah. Trailer
Oh yeah, look at that. Nice job.
Okay, so how do you get them to spin around? Okay, don't move from there. You're holding that spot.
Okay.
She'll flatten you, but don't move. Good.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, Izzy gets all the food. Where'd she go?
She ran away.
Okay, she remembers last time. Izzy. Oh, potty break. I prefer that versus my trailer.
Oh, that's a good point.
Watch Izzy go through like
Just jump in.
a quarter of a bucket though of feed trying to get Dizzy over here.
Oh.
Come on. Come here. Bumper with that bucket. Come on. She's bit every animal we've had with her. Donkeys, other pigs.
I can't wear her right now because I got too many animals in here but I don't want to mix everybody's animals up. So.
Oh, I got you. Goodness. Well, that was quite an adventure. But let's get these guys and girls some cubes just to keep them honest and comfy. What's up? Here, you want to eat right out of the bucket? Watch out. Watch out. There we go. Blue, what's up, buddy? What's your thing? Here, you want to eat out of there? You can eat out of that. Come here. Will you do that? It won't hurt you. It's a healthy animal when their nose is wet. Healthy animal. So what are you doing there? You're showing off? Showing how you pick one up? You'll eat out of your bucket. Honey, you'll eat out of a bucket. Can I pet? All right, these go to Taters and MJ. You got plenty on the ground there, sister. Princess. Miss Allie. So, I'm not saying there's not a lot of flies right here, but this is hay, this is poop, this is feed. There's flies here whether the cows are here or not. And it's just where I elected to feed them because it's drier. But totally okay, not hurting them a bit. They've all had their ivermectin, they've all had every bit of it. So as long as they're not on their faces, that's what I don't like. And real quick, I wanted to show these off. These are pretty slick, man. These are from one of you guys, Miss Faith Gonzalez. And she doesn't make them, but she ordered them. And we have the information for where she ordered them from. And we're gonna get the calves some. The reason we didn't get the calves in this batch that she sent us was because we weren't sure who we were keeping. So this is who we got. So anyway, yeah. And we don't spell Finn's name that way. That's not a dig at Faith, but we spell it PHN because PHEN because that's how he's registered. But actually, is he? I need to look that up. Yeah, I think that's how he's registered. But anyway, I think FINN may look a little bit better. Finn, I think of like phentermine, methamphetamine, phentermines. So maybe it's better that it says FINN. So Maximus's real name is Marker. So obviously we get a Maximus tag. You know, that won't be proper anyway. So, but Blue and Frosty will get, actually Frosty will get a red tag. Blue will get a blue tag again. MJ will get a blue tag. No, he's already got one, and so does Taters. And, oh, and I wanted to go over something too. You guys have mentioned, you come here. I wanted to mention, hi baby. A lot of people ask why we don't switch tags like left and right ear. And a part of the reason, you guys have seen ranchers like Farmer Tyler Ranch and Andrea, you know, they'll do right ear for boys, left ear for girls or whatever. That's not universal or standard. That's just what a rancher or farmer decides to do. It's the reason, yeah. Right. Now, it may be something a lot of farmers do because that's how they were raised, but
it's easier for them to tell who's who if it's on the right and left side when you have all black cows or all white cows. But we we obviously know who's who because they're, you know, not all black and they don't look the same.
Yep. So obviously, like, let's say you've got 100 head or even like 40 head, and you look out into a field and you see a bunch of black cows. Depending on which side the ear tag is in and what color it is, you know if it's a boy or a girl. And you know.
Yes, you mentioned that quickly. Like if
right ear, boy,
the tag is in the right side, it's a boy. If it's in the left side, it's a girl. So if you've got all black cows and you're looking out there and you look at that cow, you don't have to get close enough to look underneath it. You can see from a distance that the tag's in the right ear, and they know that that's a steer or a cow or a bull, or, you know, bulls or.
I'm not going to look out and wonder if June is a boy. Okay, she'll tell you if you ask her. Okay,
Or
I'm not
which
gonna
one
look
she
out
is.
and go, is that Glory? I can't tell. I wish I'd used a blue tag for Glory. She looks so much like Tipsy.
Right, or I wish
Okay.
it was in her left ear.
So we don't have to worry about that here.
Yeah.
We just tag them because, well, Frank in particular, Beans in particular, they look like black cows. So if they got out, they could easily get in somebody else's herd and look like it. Taters even.
True.
There's steers over there related to Taters that look just like him.
Yeah, if Taters
So-
happened to jump the fence, I doubt we would know.
Well, we
That it
know.
was him.
I don't underestimate the cattle call
True.
because I've done that to my neighbor's cows and they don't care. They don't care. So, yep. Actually, when you do it, they run the other direction. So, anyway, that's what that is. But yep, we need to order some for the ones that are staying here and all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll get to it though. But I'm probably also going to treat this weekend all 3 girls and the calves again with ivermectin. I'm not saying it's not as important for the larger cows, but we definitely don't want the little cows being subjected to any kind of disease or something, even a year and under. Even Honey, who's 16 months, 15 months, closing in on 16, I think. Yeah. We just don't want any of them to have any issues. So anyway. Willow, calm down a little bit. Chickens. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make note. Which tree is that? Looks like this one. I'm gonna leave that tree. This is nice, having a shady spot to pull up to right here. All right, let's get, let's see. We really do need to feed the big cows and make sure they've got all that they need and that nobody's had a calf. Hang on a second, let me get in there before they get up here. Looking jacked. Blue, take it easy, buddy. Oh, we're moving slow. Come on. Hey, I just want to take this moment to show you guys the summer attire. Everybody says cowboys are cowboys morning, noon, and night, 365, 24/7. Yeah, that's fine. I got shorts from Tipsy Elves, my Crocs, which I buy a pair a year and I just wear them every day. And then my hat, this is also off Amazon. I'll link it down below. And this is just one of our shirts. It's just blank. What do you say, young lady? Miss Fiona. Bunny. Whoa, look out. I poured them in the shade so we come up here and stand and relax a little bit. Tipsy. I see a bag and puffiness. Nelly, hold still. Holding out for the donkeys, Sugar, and Maximus. Yep. Looky there. Getting bigger. Teats are getting a little longer. Looking pretty good. It's a whole bag of cubes. This is more than they normally get. So here's Maximus. There's Glory. So they're all due to get treated. I'll either do it tomorrow, but certainly before this weekend, so we have plenty of drying time. But they'll be all right. Remember, flies happen. You cannot beat flies. I just don't want them in their faces. God gave them those tails that are like whips for a reason, and they know how to use them, and that is 100% okay. Gosh, she's a pretty cow. And they'll look a little bit leaner in the summer. Remember, they're grazing more. In the winter, I think that's a big misconception. People are like, well, in the winter, they're bigger. You're right. They eat more in the winter because we keep them full of hay and cubes. But they're also not grazing. You know, in the winter, they could live like on 2 acres right here and never move because their hay's up here. Why would they walk all the way back there? Oh, looks like somebody was racing to the top. Lily pulled it off. What's up, brother? What's up, buddy? What's up? What's up, buddy? Doing all right? Where's Unc? There he is. I don't have any on me. There's a bunch of cubes in there, guys. She'll make her way through. But yeah, during the summer, they graze. So they walk more. They burn more calories. It's just how it is. Oh, victory roll. Victory roll. Sugar's like, what are you doing? Just how it is. That's why you don't typically take steers in the summer, because you can't put a lot of weight on them in the summer. They're going to graze and move around and burn calories, whereas in the winter, man, you can really pack them on. Looking good. So this is what we noticed a little bit last year when she started to get pulled down, was loose stools. So we're going to watch that and keep an eye on it. Make sure she's all right. Worst case scenario, I might move I might move Sugar and Nelly back in the calf pen. And I know you're thinking, that's backwards, don't do that. That undoes it. Well, we want to make sure that she's got plenty to eat. The calf's not pulling her down. I'll be honest, that is one healthy looking calf. That's for sure. But I'm not eager to pull her. I like to hit at least 90 days, 3 months. So, and she'll get water here in a minute. It's actually filling up right now. As long as she doesn't knock the hose out. She'll be able to get water on the other side here in a minute. Yep, this is the herd. Bunny, what you been eating? Now we got it. Come around here, little one. Walk around. Oh, that works. Yeah, just whole mouth it. You've been watching taters eat. Looking good, looking good. Just the beefy boys, the huggy boys, the huggy bros. We're gonna make them huggers. If it takes all year, we're gonna make them huggers. We sure are. He actually likes having his neck scratched. He just don't want his face and head scratched. So that's okay. I'm not even gonna touch him because we're on the same side. If I was opposite, I would. Y'all just ate. Just ate. Goodness, princess, you have a growth spurt overnight? Where'd that come from? If anything, a better idea might actually be to put Nelly in here with Sugar, because there's a lot to eat in here and these boys cannot eat it by themselves. That might actually be the better idea. Now I know if Nelly goes into heat, we'll have an issue with Maximus, but I think after about 60 days, she's probably already been rebred, or it's gonna be time, so we would see a sign. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. I've also been feeding a lot, even though you guys don't see it. I've been feeding a lot in here. Hi, Miss Glory. I've been feeding a lot in here because we've got those 2 pregnant mamas, one being Tipsy, the other being Fiona. And I just want to make sure they're getting everything they need. So that could explain the runs. So we'll see. We'll take care of them like we always do. You guys know it. Somebody did ask in one of the premieres, and I'm not calling you out. You could be new here. It was also in the Doss Outdoors premiere, which is technically the same channel as this one. But you said, I don't think you've ever discussed what you do for your animals' hooves on this channel. Well, in 5 years on Doss Farms and coming up on a year on Doss Outdoors, we got like 1,500 videos under our belt. So to say that we've never discussed it, that's a pretty bold statement. But trust me, we have. But that's okay, you were asking. I don't worry too much about my cows' hooves. I don't. We have a lot of rocky terrain. We've always had rocky terrain, even at the other 20 acres. We had an 800-foot driveway, all base rock. They were able to free roam and range on it. I don't worry about it too much. Even our farrier that did our donkeys August 2 years ago said, I don't really, may not be a concern. Actually, it wasn't a year. Yeah, it was. It was August of 23, so we're coming up on 2 years. Said that with all the rocky terrain we have, it's not really an issue. So anyway, there's your answer. I appreciate you looking out though. And again, I can't wait for our wood chipper because it'll help even more. But last year, you couldn't even walk through here. It was so dense. And there were ticks everywhere. There was nowhere you could go that there were ticks. And you can call me out for the cowboy Crocs. You can say whatever you want. But if you're back here in jeans and boots and long socks, you're going to be in for a world of hurt because ticks can get all the way to your no-no zones without you having a clue. Okay? That's the last thing I want to do is hop in the shower and find ticks. It's just, they're disgusting. So having all this cleared, I mean, I'm gonna keep spraying this. There's no animals right here, so I'm gonna keep hitting it with the poison. And it's gonna take a little bit because like we talked about, you guys have educated me. The sun makes that the sun makes the weed control work quicker. So since this doesn't get much sun and it's a nice little place in the shade, might take a little bit, but that's totally okay. So speaking of weed control, I got another bottle and there is one last stretch we need to do. So we're gonna go mix it up and I'll bring you guys along because I also got a longer cord so I don't have to put the weed control in the cab of the side-by-side with me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Gooser! Hey, did you get a haircut? Come here. Gooser, look at the mohawk. Look at the mohawk, you little meerkat. Winter. What's it doing? What's it doing? Goose, come here. What do you got on your face? What do you got on your face? I can't even keep it together looking at that. My goodness. Hey, we're gonna open the pool. No skinny dipping. No skinny dipping. Willow. No skinny dipping. Did you hear that rooster?
Yeah, that's so cute.
All right, rip it off of there. There's a dead bird? It's because it tried to build a nest. It's in the skimmer. Get it out.
No, I don't want to stick my hand in it.
Get it out.
I will in a minute.
Ooh, it's dirty. I better, let me put the camera down. Hang on.
I should have cleaned this before we closed it.
We had to pause for a second because Ray said she was going to get in and clean it, and
I'm regretting this one.
I helped her get in quicker. I got in trouble. Big trouble. I thought it was funny. It was funny in my head. You want a hat?
No.
You want a mousetrap?
I am regretting not getting these leaves out when we closed it though, because it is cold.
So in case you guys didn't know, when we bought the place, that looked like a lake to be desired. And one of them slobbered on me. Anyway, Miss Ray took that pool from yuck to pristine, and it looked way worse than this. So it'll be okay. I just threw the, well, we took the cover off. Now Ray's taking out some leaves before we start the vacuum and all that stuff. And I also put the hose in it so it's filling up so we can vacuum everything to waste, and then it'll be good. Come here, bub. Look at that haircut. Look at the haircut. Willow, you want a haircut like that? Babe. What's the matter, buddy? So, all right. Well, I am gonna go spray some weed killer, but I need to wrap this video up because Case actually did get his permit today. He's an official permitted driver. And yeah, he's super excited. So I'm gonna make him take me to the gas station because I need gas in our side-by-side. I need diesel in the tractor. And I'm gonna fill those up for like 10, 15 bucks. Then I'm gonna tell Case it's on him to fill up my truck. So that's only like $85, $90. So that'll be fair, right? I mean, I drove him 35 minutes to the DMV 6 times. Yeah. So, all right. Everybody say bye, Ray. Bye. Hey, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all very much. Thanks for hanging out. Many things to come. Stay tuned. Trust me. Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces. See y'all.